a mana, it just has a meaning. Qa'imu binafsi, it stands on its own, it is on its own, and Allah is also on its own. When we use ma, that it is not that we can hear, فَإِنَّهُ مَخْلُوقُ خَلَقَهُ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created it. It was created by Allah. It is the creation of Allah. فالفرق إذن بين المعتزلة والأشاعرة في كلام الله تعالى. Our Sheikh Ibn Utaymi made us understand that the difference between the Asha'ira and the Mu'tazila in regards to the attributing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks is that أن المعتزلة يقولون لا تنسب الكلام إليه وصفا بل فعلا وخلقا. The Mu'tazila says that we can not say that the speech of Allah, we cannot attribute it to it, but fi'lan khalqa, but fi'lan, it is just the deed of Allah, that the speech of Allah is part of the deed of Allah, the work of Allah. Allah created it. Allah created His speech. Allah created His word. That is to say that the Quran is the creation of Allah. That is the belief of the Mu'tazila. وأن الأشاعرة يقولون نسبا إليه كلاما وصفا. The Asha'ira say, we can say, okay, it is part of the word. It is part of the attribute of Allah. لا باعتبارا أنه شيء مسموع, but it is something that we cannot hear. We can say it is the word. It is part of the sifa of Allah. But as it is the word, it is the attribute of Allah. Being its attribute does not mean that it wasn't the creation of Allah. It is also part of the creation. أنه حروف بل باعتبار أنه شيء قائم بنفسه. They also say it also stands on its own. وما يسمع, we cannot hear it. أو يكتب, we cannot write it. هو مخلوق. They also say it is what? It is مخلوق. So the Asha'ira and also the what? And the Mu'tazila, the two of them, they believe that it is what? The Quran is the creation of Allah. Allah created the Quran. Allah created the speech. The speech of Allah is being created by Him. But it is not what? It is not His word. In the real sense, Akikiyan, it is not His word. Even the Mu'tazila, they also believe that it is not what? It is not Akikiyan, that you cannot put it to what? To say that it is what? It is the part, it is the real attribute of Allah. But Allah created this on His own. It stands on His own, and Allah also stands on His own. But the mistake they have made is that when you say the argument of the scholars of the deen is that when you say it is what? It is the creation of Allah. The meaning is that all the awamri that we have there, all the na'yu that we have there, they are also created. When Allah says Akimu Salat, the meaning is that the Salat is there that you are going to perform. The observation of the Salat has to stay on its own. It is not an amru that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded mankind. Neither one of those don't that Allah has made us as us not to involve ourselves in. They are not relevant. They are nothing to reckon with. If you say they are the creation of Allah, it means that Allah stands on His own, the Quran stands on its own, mankind are also on its own, because they said that كَمَا خَلَقَ اللَّهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَخَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ وَالْجِنَّ كَذَلِكَ خَلَقَ اللَّهُ الْقُرْآنَ كَذَلِكَ خَلَقَ اللَّهُ كَلَامُهُ. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created His world, like He has created the heaven and the earth, like He has created human beings, like He has created the jinn. That is how He has also created the Quran. And this is nothing but what? Aqidatul Batil. It is nothing but aqidatul batil. It is non and void creed. Why? To have said that the Quran or the speech of Allah is what is created. Saying that it is separated from what? From Allah Himself. That is the meaning. Allah Himself is not created. His Zati is not created. Then why do you now say that His word is also created? This is the argument of the scholars. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best and is the one that knows best, is all knowing. All in all, why we are trying to explain this is that we are having series of creed and series of aqidah in regard to the Quran in the past and also now. Ibn Taymiyyah and also Ibn Qayyim and Jawziyah and some other scholars also, they have all said that anyone that has this type of belief, and that is what Ibn Taymiyyah is also saying here, that to have the belief that the Quran is created, what you are trying to say indirectly is that all the do's and the don'ts that are there in the Quran, they are also created on their own. Hence, they are worthless. Hence, they cannot be what? They cannot be abiding. They cannot be incubating. They cannot be what? They cannot be forced. They cannot be forced. They cannot be implemented by mankind. They cannot be forced on mankind, since they are also creation of Allah, because they are on their own. And this is what we refer to as what? Aqidatul Batila. This is false creed. And such creed has nothing to write home about. And that is why that it is for us to desist from that